Rediscovering Gita for the Modern World by Shrikant Soman. Based on essays on Gita by Sri Aurobindo. Chapter 14 continued. The gist of the Karmayoga continued from the previous episode 90. Karmayoga, a path to spiritual rebirth. Current episode 91. The two modes of being, soul versus spirit. Beyond the natural life, the path to spiritual freedom. The Gita on breaking free from the ego's bonds. Key takeaways. Two ways of living. The passage distinguishes between living as a soul in active nature, limited by our personality, and living as a spirit, which is a superior, free, and impersonal state. The ego's dominance. The ego is the root cause of our bondage. It makes us see our actions as separate from others and keeps us focused on how the external world affects our limited personality. Nature's will versus freedom. Our actions are usually driven by the will of our natural being, which is rooted in desire and attachment. This will, which manifests through the three gunas, modes of nature, keeps us in a state of servitude. The limitations of the gunas. The three gunas, tamasic, inert, rajasic, restless, and sattvic, reason-driven, all lead to different forms of bondage. Even a sattvic life, based on reason, is not truly free, as it's still subject to nature's impermanent ideals. The goal is to transcend natural limitations. The ultimate goal of this teaching is to free the soul from the limitations of our natural being, which is dominated by the external world, the ego, and the gunas. There are two ways we can live. We can live the life of the soul busy with active nature. This life is limited by our body and mind. It is bound by our personality and subject to nature. We can also live the life of the spirit. This life is superior, large, impersonal, and free. It exceeds our natural being. This is the first great distinction in the Gita's Karmayoga. We can live in our current natural being or in our greater spiritual being. The natural life. The whole goal is to free the soul from our natural limitations. Our natural life is dominated by material nature. Our senses respond to external things. Our mind, emotions, and thoughts obey the senses. Our reason is carried away by the mind. We become subject to the external world. We cannot escape its actions and our own reactions. We can't get beyond this because of our ego. The ego makes us see our actions as separate from others. Life then seems to be only how things affect our ego. We seem to be nothing else. We may expand our ego to include family or nation, but the ego is still the root of our actions. The will of nature. What acts in us is the will of our natural being. It tries to satisfy our personality with external things. This will is always one of desire and attachment. Our personality is a creation of nature. It is not our free independent self. This is the action of the gunas, modes of nature. It can be a tamasic action. This makes us inert. We are satisfied with a mechanical life. We cannot try for freedom. Or it can be a rajasic action. This makes us restless and active. We try to make nature serve our desires. But this is a form of servitude. We are subject to our desires. We cannot be free. It can also be a sattvic action. This makes us try to live by reason. We try to follow ideals of good or truth. But this reason is still subject to nature's appearances. These ideals are not permanent. We are still on a wheel of change. We obey some inner power, but we are not united with it. We have no real freedom.